Hello farmers and welcome back to Chambergo. The hail has just stopped a little while ago and I'm getting everything set up for the harvest right on here. JCB is going to be doing the baling behind us. The Vulture will be hauling around the grain, and today we are harvesting our oats. That is the plan. And after we get done with that, the grass fields need to be cut, baled, and wrapped so we can make some more silage bales and hopefully earn another $60,000 in the month of August. I need the money to come on in for multiple reasons. One, I would like to finally buy the direct drill if I can and maybe plant some canola this upcoming fall. I'm going to need it by August, which is next month, so I don't think that's going to happen. I might take out a small loan if I need to, just to get it. I may do that. Let's see here. What do we got here? That's not what I want here. It's the Avatar. There we go. The Avatar is what we want. I will put the BKT tires on it. So yeah, just under 200 grand is what I need, and we're currently at $86,000. So there's that. What's the sale page again? Okay, nothing in the sale page. Well, nothing that we really need. Our flatbed is over here, the dolly trailer. I need to wash that. That was on the JCB. I figure I'd bring it back to the farm and give it a good wash. So when we start hauling some stuff around, would be good. Of course, we're going to be getting some straw off the fields, but being midsummer, not ideal to be selling that at the current time. But like I said, if I sell the silage next month and we're just like a little bit shy and the straw gets us there, I'll probably end up selling it, honestly. So last episode I asked about the oil mill, and well, I guess no one really cared about the oil mill. So I'll have to make up my own mind about that. The oil mill, I did find the oil mill, which is actually down by the bakery. It's actually this lot right here for $31,000 if I visit it. This building right here is the oil mill. So it's only $31,000. I wouldn't need it this year because obviously we're doing a lot of cereal crops, so don't need it this year. But next year, possibly. For $31,000, I might go ahead and do it. Of course, by doing canola and making canola oil, we'll make some more money off of it, off our crop that way. I know I was going to say I was going to try to kind of not have as many production buildings, but I mean, that's the way we kind of really make some good money here, especially on hard economy. As we do know, it can be a little rough sometimes. Let's go ahead and unfold the combine. Lower the header. Is this on swath or not? It's on swath. So we're good here. So I'll just get going a little bit, and then we'll get the JCB right behind us. Last year at this point, I started harvesting this field with the Evian. I think that's how you would say it. And after a couple of headlands, I was like, you know what? It's time to take out a loan and get ourselves a new combine, and we did. And I'm glad I got this combine. It has been great since I started using it. The funny thing is, I just got a text from Uncle Walter, and he said he wants me to look at a JCB. And I thought he meant the one that we have here on the farm. But no, I guess he went and pick up another JCB. So we'll have a look at that in a little while. I want to make sure I turn on automatic drop here. So we're good to go. And we'll get one of the Franks to follow behind us. Kind of looks like me a little bit there. Maybe it's Frank Jr. I would say Frank Jr. He's kind of mimicking my outfit. I don't know if I should be offended or you know, kind of excited that they want to wear the same thing that I'm wearing. Have no idea. All right, you should start following me sometime soon. There you go. Okay, JCB should have no problem hauling that baler around, as we know, because we've done it on the bigger grass fields. So, of course, these oats are going to be going to the grain mill to make flour, which, by the way, since I'm going to be diving in there, I might as well turn it on while we're looking at it. Do I still got flour in stock at the grain mill, or did it all get shipped? It's all been shipped. All right. Oat flour, we will activate that. Yeah, so the bakery, okay, it's got room. And yeah, we can see the bread starting to pile up. Bread, of course, not for another half a year, so that's going to stay in there. Or I may have to go move some. If it gets too full, that will stop production. We don't want that. So that's currently what's on my mind going here on Chambergo. I would like to get the drill here in the next month or so, probably after we sell the silage bales. I mean, in theory, that would get us up to about, what, 140,000, which means I'm $60,000 short of buying the drill. I think it's time we finally get one. I've had a drill on the farm twice, I think. Uncle Walter had a drill when we got here, but we sold that one. And we moved to I think it was the Bednar drill. And then I went ahead and sold that one. But I think it's time we get one on the farm. That way, we're not just planting cereal crop all the time. It's fine if I was just doing that. We could just lease it in the month of March and get all the crop planted. But I want to start diversifying on the farm a little bit more and get some canola in. And that way we can probably make some oil. I don't know. I've also been thinking about buying, let's see, where would that field be compared to us? Be behind us. Yeah, right there, the soybean field. Do I borrow, if I'm going to borrow money for the drill, do I want to borrow more money and buy the field and keep both grass fields? So that would be $350,000 for that field. Yes. And then like another 60,000. So I'll need like 400 grand on the loan to buy the field and buy the drill. I mean, we could do that. Of course we can. I'm assuming we can. Let me just make sure. We don't even have a loan. I think the farm is worth that much. Yes, I could borrow actually 1.4 million, almost 1.5 mil. So, yeah, we can borrow 400 grand and expand the farm a little bit. And that way, after we harvest the soybean field, yeah, we could have. I might change that into the grass field and maybe sell the other grass fields or the steep grass field. Could sell that one. We got options. We'll have options when doing that. And if I do sell the steep grass field, I could put that money back towards the loan. But I would wait until like the last cut of the year before I turn around and sell that grass field. I don't know. A lot of thoughts to think about. And one good time to think about your thoughts is when you're just in the middle of the field harvesting over and over again. Only the oats are ready for July, so I don't think we're going to get to August during the episode. Because I got the 2 grass fields to get cut. But we shall see. Yeah, so even though we got tons of flour in the bakery, we're going to keep on making flour with all our crops. And yeah, I'll have to decide as the season goes along, do I want to start maybe spawning some flour down at the grain mill and we'll sell that in the wintertime? Because the bakery is just not using the flour more than what we're making at the granary, so I could turn around and sell it. I never really looked at the profit margins between flour and bread. I would assume, making bread, you're making a better profit than just selling flour, one would hope. But I never really looked at the numbers too much. What does, I'll wait till I'm actually unloading the grain here. I wonder what the bread actually sells for. Doesn't flour sell for like 800 and bread maybe sells for like 1,200? You would think I would know by now. Yeah, but I just got numbers going everywhere right now, don't I? With trying to buy the drill, making sure we have money for the field. Can I take out a loan? Can we do all that stuff is the question. Well, I don't really want to leave the field, so I have to just move that on over a bit. And Frank Jr., I'm assuming, is doing a good job doing bales. Can I make that corner? Just barely. And we'll bring it down right here to the end of the row. Now the combine and header I'm happy with for what we're doing here in the farm is perfect for now. But in the long run, who knows? Yeah, so let's go ahead and look. So if we look at the... Actually, let's look at this page here. Bread. Oh, max price is almost $2,000. Ooh, it is definitely better making bread than selling flour. Flour. I got flour. How come flour does not show here? That's a good question. You think it would, because I should have some in stock. Maybe it doesn't count it because it's an input in a bakery. Yeah, 805. So, and the recipe for bread. How much flour is it using to make the bread? It's half. So basically, the math is, if I were to double the price of the flour, because I'm using 2 for 1, that would bring up to $1,600, but we're selling bread for almost $2,000. So it definitely is much better making bread, of course. I don't think I could, let's see, I don't have rice flour, and the only other way to use flour on the map currently is to make cake. And that is a lot of stuff. That is a lot of stuff to make cake. So I don't think we're going to get into making cake. The cake is going to have to be a no-go. But yeah, definitely make sure we keep the bakery going constantly and making bread. So I think we'll have to wait and see as the winter goes along. I say winter, when we get the fall and early winter of what we need to be doing. But anywho, we're going to go ahead and get this field of oats harvested. I think the rest of the day, when I say rest of the day, the month of July, the weather is looking just fine. So let's go ahead and get this oat field harvested, and we'll get the oats into the grain mill, and then we can move on to cutting some grass. But after I do this, like I said, I got to go over and see Uncle Walter. He wants me to look at a JCB tractor, which I don't need another tractor on the farm, but you know I want to make him happy. So we'll go over and look at a JCB tractor after we get done harvesting this oat field. Well, I think we can get the rest of the field into the trailer. Yeah, we should. Usually this trailer can take about 2 2/3 of a combine load, so second load going on in. I think it just counted we got 5 straw bales currently, which is pretty darn good. I forgot what size bales I'm making, though. I don't remember. I think I'm making double size. Does look like, though, we did get a good amount of hail damage this year in this field, but I think we saw that in last episode. Even though we got hail this morning. I'm not sure if this is from this morning's hail, any additional ones, but you can see we got a few spots here and there. But overall, not that bad considering how much hail we actually got this past year. And plus, last episode, I think we actually had a tornado going on. But luckily, it missed our farm completely. I've been rather lucky with the tornadoes in FS25. I only had one tornado back on Riverbend Springs that slightly touched one of my green bean fields, and that's about it. I've lost some trees, but who hasn't, right? So overall on FS25, I've been doing pretty good with missing the tornadoes and not causing too much trouble. So as you saw, we got down to the grain mill with one trailer load already, so got a good amount of oats, making some flour. Yeah, I've just been thinking, as one does when harvesting this field, about getting that soybean field, which I think we're going to end up doing. And after I think I get that field, we'll probably not buy any more fields for a while. The money's got to roll in and start upgrading some of the equipment. I know, we've been upgrading since day one, it seems like. But for how long? I mean, it hasn't taken long to harvest this field alone. But if I start adding more fields and start looking at how long it's going to do harvest season for all the fields that we have, it's going to take a while. So I think after we buy the soybean field, we may have to kind of slow down a bit on buying fields until we can, years down the road, upgrade the combine again, which is silly to kind of say in some ways because I just got it last year. But yeah. I mean, I could get a bigger header. Maybe that's what I could do. Instead, maybe not the combine, and get a bigger header. I don't remember what size. Wait, this is a 10 meter wide header, I do believe. This is a Kloss header. Right? Yeah, it's a, where is it? 10.8. I could probably get like a 13 or something like that on here. 13 meter wide. I'll have to do some investigating at another time. So maybe not the combine, but yeah, definitely a bigger header would be kind of cool. Let me go ahead and lower this down. We're going to park this right here because we're going to have those fields to harvest, I would assume, next month. Just park that right there. How much straw you got in here? We are done with you currently. And don't unload on a hill because I don't want that bale rolling back into the baler. So let's go ahead and spit that out. Alright, we'll come back and get that in a moment because we're going to be going and cutting our grass field. I think we'll just cut one grass field today. Because I still got to go see Uncle Walter about the other JCB, I guess. I think I caught a glimpse of it when I went around to bring the oats to the grain mill the first time. The first time I went down and around through the farmyard, I was trying to remember up here if there was a road going through the woods. And then as I was going down to the grain mill, I'm like, yeah, I think there is. And there was. So this is the shorter way. Some of these limbs are kind of in my line of sight, but overall not too bad. You can see how big that soybean field is. That's what I'm saying. Probably have to upgrade the header. I'm perfectly fine with a combine. I think, you know, just a little over 10,000 liters that it holds is fine. But getting a bigger header will get the jobs done that much quicker. And you know me, I'm going to push the header to the limit on that combine. Either a 13 or a 15. I think a 13 with ease. 15 could be maybe a little bit too much for the combine on some of the hills. I may have to ask the store if I can do like a demo at some point to see if it'll work. Get the oats in. So how many liters of oats? Of course, they've been being processed a little bit since I've last been down here, but we'll get a rough estimate how many liters of oats. I forgot how much liters this trailer holds. But if we just go to here, grain mill. So yeah, about 52,000 liters of oats off that field. So that's pretty good for oats. There is a deer wandering around this yard. Not sure. Maybe he can't get out because of the concrete walls around here. Possibly. All right, let's head back to the farm and see what Uncle Walter has. It did look like, you know, I just barely got a glimpse of it, but it looked like a fancy JCB. And fancy does not really fit on this farm currently. Go back this way. You can see it sitting outside his shed. Uncle Walter likes sitting outside the shed. I'll just park this right over here for now. What in tarnations are we looking at? So this is the tractor you want me to look at? The JCB WFT? World's fastest tractor, you say? So yeah, in case you did not know, as of yesterday, and I did show this tractor off on the stream yesterday, but this is part of the Season 2 pass. Link in the description below will bring you to the Giants website, and you can see what's part of the Season 2 pass. If you want to use my promo code, feel free to help out the channel if you wish. If not, that's fine too. But when you buy the Season 2 pass, this is part of the part of it. You'll get it right away. I do believe this tractor is a little over 1,000 horsepower, top speed of 247 or 153 miles an hour. Now, in the stream yesterday, I think it was Miles that said there's a mod on the mod hub for a 3-point linkage. From my understanding, if you know the mod, then you know, but it will go on the back of the tractor, and you can use it in the fields if you want. But currently, there's no 3-point linkage on the back of this. I'm trying to find a place on this map where I can really open up on this tractor and show you the top speed of it. I think it's like $165,000 to buy brand new. Now, other parts of the Season 2 pass is we got 2 DLCs, one in Q1 of 2026, another one in Q2 of 2026. And yeah, if you click on the link below, it'll kind of show you, or maybe somewhere like right here, I'll put a quick picture up of what you can expect in the Season 2 pass. I'm kind of hoping the first DLC sees that follow. I'm kind of hoping that might be a crop rotation kind of a thing. If you've been on the channel long enough, or maybe you've seen other farmers use it, it does matter in real life what crop goes in after you put in a certain crop. That would be kind of cool. The second one, I don't even have a clue of what they're trying to imply, what that might be. And in Q4 of 2026, we'll be looking at another new map coming out by Giants. So yeah, the Season 2 pass is out now. $34.99 US. I don't know if you're in a different region, check the price. But it's available for purchase now, and like I said, you will get this JCB World Fastest Tractor right away. This is out now, as you can see, because I'm using it. So yeah, again, link in the description below. I'm on the wrong side of the road because I'm not in Kingley. But link in the description below will get you to the Giants website. If you want to use my promo code, if you think about buying a Season 2 pass, greatly appreciate it. But if not, that's fine too. But at least they'll give you the link to the Season 2 pass. You can kind of maybe read more about it. Can I hit 100? 106? There we go, 106. Okay. You got to be careful. On the stream, it was kind of hard to keep control of this thing when you're getting up to high speeds, as one would guess, right? It's kind of ridiculous. Someone did mention that with that much horsepower, it would pull the big equipment. The one thing I would just say about this, if we go into the store page, and I'll show you where you can find it. It's under miscellaneous, world fastest tractor, 169,000. Says, why does it say 435 horse? Did I read that wrong? No, then you come in here, it says 1,016. Wait a minute, what? Oh, I was probably still on that. That would explain it. 1,016 horsepower, 153 top speed, or 257 kilometers an hour, something like that. But you can see there are no options on it. It is as is. But I guess the 3-point link mod will go on the back of this, and then you can start attaching things to it. But there you go. Let's get back to Grandpa Walter. We're kind of going around the map because I've been around the map once, maybe twice, but obviously not as much recently. But this will get you around the map pretty darn quick. On the stream yesterday, I tried jumping off a cliff, and it didn't jump as well as I was hoping it would. Kind of sank pretty quick as it went off the cliff. It didn't really get airborne as much. I'm going to get lost in the streets of Chambergo because, as we know, these roads, they don't go as you would guess. They go up, they kind of overlap one another. So we'll see if I can find my way back to Uncle Walter. We got to get back to work. No, that doesn't go where we want it to go. I may start driving across other farmers' fields. Okay, we're at the cow barn. I know where I am on the map. It's just a matter of I don't know where all these roads and how to get to certain places. So we're going to start cutting across some farmers' fields. Let's see, I hit 110, 112. Out of control. As far as I could see what it would be used for, it's kind of like a gimmick, kind of a tractor, just have some fun on your map. But if you can use a 3-point linkage, that'd be good too. Wait, where the heck am I now? I'm at a fuel station. I have no idea where I am currently. But we're going to get back to Uncle Walter blindly here. Where does this bring me? Oh, wait a minute. Am I... Alright, I think I know where I am. Okay, I wasn't expecting me way back here. Gotta be careful because that's our field to the right. I don't want to be doing any crop destruction. So I guess Uncle Walter got this as a demo version, so he's been... he's tearing up the town, I guess, is what he's doing. Uncle Walter, it's fun to drive, but as for our needs on the farm and what that machine can do, doesn't quite fit. I'm just saying. But I have fun with the demo version of it. And, yeah, but I don't think we'll be purchasing that on the farm. All right, enough fooling around. Like I said, it's kind of fun to do, but there it is. Let's go ahead, and we got to get our grass field cut. We'll get one of them cut today, and we'll do the next one in the next episode. Yeah, this video is probably... I think it's going to be kind of short because I was waiting to record it so I could show off the JCB tractor, which I just got a hold of today. I'm recording... if you're seeing this when it goes live, well, I recorded the night before. So, yeah, I haven't had too much time to get this done. But, of course, I did stream today as well on Kingley, which, if you haven't been to Kingley in a moment, we have finished the castle there. And we are now currently building the windmill, and the windmill is getting I think we're about 2/3 of the way done on the windmill. Beacons I don't need currently, because we're just going to do this grass field right up here. I said beacons off. Beacons off. Thank you. Beacons did not want to turn off. Alright, and then that rear mower, because it has rear steering on those suckers, it turns rather quickly. Alright, we'll go get our JCB and we'll get it behind us for the baling. Alright, where did I leave that? There it is. Now this JCB was a good purchase for the farm because it's helped us out quite a bit already just by doing the baling. We're not struggling to wait for the tractor to come up behind us when we're doing the grass field. It wasn't a problem when we were harvesting because the harvester is only going 6 miles an hour. So it didn't really affect us too much then. Get this lined up. Turn on the baler. Make sure it's still an automatic drop, which it should be, which it is. Fire up the mowers. And you should be behind us. Lovely, you are. So should get about 7 bales. I do see we got some hail damage there. So that's going to affect our yield just a bit. I don't think it's going to be too much. Yeah, so I think my plan is when we get to August and we sell these silage bales, which they're not going to be ready until about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, May. I think I kind of made my mind up. I'll probably take out a $400,000 loan so we can buy the soybean field, and then hopefully I can take care as well as I can, meaning soil sampling. Well, that's probably it, because it's going to be a month ready for harvest. Soybeans are October, November, I think. Yeah, we'll see what we can get done in that field. But soil sampling. Being soybeans, they're not going to need fertilizer, so I shouldn't have to worry too much about that. But I would like to buy that field, and I also would like to buy the direct drill, the Avatar, so I can start planting some canola in August. That way next year we'll have a different crop type, and also, I shouldn't say also, we'll probably end up buying the oil mill. I think I'm going to make my mind on that and get that going. That way we're not doing just cereal crop anymore. We'll start getting to the oil business. I don't think I'll do anything else with the oil. We'll just make some oil out of the crop, and that's about it. Yeah, it's really nice now in the grass field. JCB's is right behind us where it should be. I don't have to keep stopping every now and then, wait for the tractor to catch up. So yeah, $400,000 loan may sound like a lot. It used to be for us here on the farm. But we're going to have over $100,000 worth of bread to sell in the winter. I have not checked on the goat cheese in a moment, but I'm assuming that's doing rather well. Actually, now that I'm getting kind of curious here, let me see how we're doing on goat cheese. Yeah, I got about $40,000 worth, $72,000 worth of bread. Straw, $14,000 worth. We still got 3 more fields to harvest this year. So yeah, that's looking good. How much goat's milk do we have? Almost 4,000 liters up at the shed. That's going to be almost 8,000 liters worth of goat cheese being made. And of course, fabric we'll have next spring as well. So, looking at all that, I'll probably be able to pay off like half the loan by the time we get maybe to winter time. So yeah, that's pretty good. I'm okay with that. It's just a matter of how long I want to take out the loan for. The longer I take it out for, the less the payments are going to be per month. And yeah, it shouldn't take me that long to hopefully pay back that loan. It won't take me as long as I take out the loan for. At least I hope not. Kind of forgot to reset the bale counter so I can keep track of all my grass bales, but I don't think any have rolled anywhere so far. So right now we got 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm hoping number 6 would be popping out very soon if I want to get the usual 7 off the field. I don't think we'll get 7 off this field. Oh, no, it looks like, okay, there's number 6. But I don't think it'll be enough for number 7 on this field. But it'll be close. I usually do this field second, though. And that's usually when I get the smaller bale, because I empty out the baler when we're done. Alrighty, first grass field done, but like I said, we're going to do the other one next time. Let's fold that up. Kind of get all set to go over to the other grass field. Let's see who we got here. Looks like Frank Jr. again, but looks like he may have changed his clothes. Yeah, pretty close to 7 bales on this field. Love that follow me mod. Helps out greatly on the farm. Oh, don't run into the... Yeah, okay. Gravity. I want to run up here. I just want to jump into the soybean field just to see what I can see. I want to see if there's like weeds in there or not. Just says it needs plowing, which I'm going to need to plow it anyways when we buy it because of the tram lines. But I don't see any weeds growing into it, so that's good. But boy, this field is awfully big. Let me go ahead and activate flight mode here. Oh yeah, that is a huge field. Let's see, what's size of the field? 6.38 hectares compared to this. Wow, it's like 40% bigger than the oat field I just harvested. Yeah. So once we buy this field for 350,000, I'm going to need a bigger header. Not this year, but getting to next year, that bigger header would be nice for that combine. Because boy, that's going to be a pretty long harvest, even with like a 13-meter wide header. When I say pretty long, when you're trying to make an episode and do a time lapse, even this size of a field, it's going to take a while. I'm probably even going to have to, in this field here, I'm probably going to have to cut out some of that time lapse because it did take me about 25 minutes to harvest that field. But yeah, I think next episode is going to be big. We'll start off by cutting the other grass field, of course, get the bales wrapped. We'll move on to the month of August. And we'll sell those grass bales and then take out a loan and buy this field and maybe even buy the direct drill. If we don't get lucky enough, we'll have to wait and see. And I just got to make sure I talk Uncle Walter out of the world's fastest tractor, JCB. Again, Season 2 Pass now available for purchase. Link in the description below, as I said, to get more information on that. But, yeah, so we're going to wrap it up for today. If you're still here and you haven't done so, first off, get out of the air. That usually helps. Hitting that thumbs up button does more than you know. Thumbs down button's right there. And also, if you're new here and like this kind of content, that subscribe notification bell so you don't miss out on more fun like this. But that's going to wrap it up for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I do appreciate watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in Chambergo. But until then, have a good one.